Hello guys, so welcome to our evening show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today not the first time we see our program, we will bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with tonight's evening show. Make una no vex. Say the show they come late actually went out and more the old up for road this night no be here. So I just come back late. So I said I just rush, do research and giving her the evening dose. All right, so let's start with the show. Now our monitoring spirit today they call Metro. So they can come outside and let us know say Arsenal don't they in talks with Usman Dioman was yesterday or this morning wey dey let us know say Sporting Lisbon don dey willing now say dem wan sell Usman Diomande. Like they are ready now to actually sell the player. I think it was this morning show wey dem say dem dey willing to listen to offers. Now what makes this news interesting is that Chelsea don already contact Sporting Lisbon come indicate say dem dey ready to pay 60 million euros, which is about 51.4 million pounds. Now, Arsenal, on the other hand, don't open talks with the player, open talks with the club, can't let the club know, say themselves they're interested in this deal since they are ready to sell now. So Arsenal say then go match whatever Chelsea is offering, they will match them. Now, the significance of this is that there might be a bidding war. Since Chelsea have offered 60 million euros, Arsenal have not indicated that 60 million euros themselves they capable of putting down that money. So we'll see the response. I know say all these things now they just dey preempt Sporting Lisbon until from now till when the season well because like 10 games remain. Once 10 games don't pass now, transfer window officially we just open for the summer. So everybody they don't they plan ahead. So more just watch how it will be. At the end of the day, now the player will decide where you want to go. She won't join team will be title contenders. In fact, if he even join Arsenal, they no be saying one enter our first level because I think it's going to be a cover for the likes of Gabriel and Saliba them. That's what me I'm thinking. Not to say the guy not good enough, but I think it's going to be acting as a cover. Whereas if he goes to Chelsea, he might slot into that first 11 because Chelsea not really gets a known first 11. They still they experiment on a lot of things. So and they try to do feed forward. I try to put myself in the shoe of Usman Diomande in settling out how his future will be. So more just the watch as an Arsenal fan, it go sweet me say I dey look our bench and I see somebody like Usman Diomande on the bench. So okay, if we want to give the Mogales a breather, we go fit call am say okay, Baba enter make you do one or two, but let's just keep our fingers crossed and watch how everything they go. All right, so Declan Rice did the press conference ahead of the match where England will play tomorrow with Belgium, and all this thing starts when Gareth Southgate's first come as icon talk say Declan Rice now go captain England tomorrow by the time they play against Belgium. So the other one said don't enter in brain. Like a lot of people are happy with him. Say yeah, Declan Rice have saying go be very, very proud if it happens because in family will come for the stadium come watch the match. So it was sweeter if they did there in where the captain armband come outside. Like to be a big honor. Remember, I said the person who wear the captain armband last time around, I think it was Kyle Walker, who had a hamstring injury, we make her come outside. But this time around, like can I just leave it? I would say you can see it from my face. I am very, very excited with the way things are going. So all things being equal, I'd be happy for her because now it's scene of great joy. Now, away from that, so now Arsenal will be one of our monitoring spirits. They can let us know, say, Gabriel Magalhaes. Because I read the reports, like we check the headline, we'll see injury updates on Gabriel Magalhaes ahead of Manchester City clash. So when I read the reports, come down. So when the CSA, Gabriel Magalhaes is going to be in contention for the Manchester City clash. Means I already saw this coming because injury no be like one kind serious injury like that. Na just foot injury wey be say you don dey play with am for a very long time. But based on say we don get an extended period of rest. So the person when they take that opportunity, probably know how they will take fix that problem. Because once upon a time, Saliba used to have that problem, but it has been fixed. So I know we're surprised. Like by the time we go play against Manchester City, he go day at the back with William Saliba. In fact, if he no even play against Man City, I will be highly surprised saying no play. So I read the report, and that's what the report is saying. So I did very happy. Now this evening, around that kind 7 p.m. after 7, I did for inside moto. I just scroll through Arsenal website and I stumbled upon this report on Twitter where Arsenal by themselves they posted this that Sol Campbell and Cesc Fabregas are two of the contenders to be included in the Premier League Hall of Fame. When I saw this, I was so happy, like wow, especially for Fabregas, because you see these two people, their contribution to Arsenal, you can never write it off. They actually, even though Fabregas later leave us, go back, we can't get first refusal. But when they're not really activated and people last go join our rivals for Chelsea, we make some Arsenal fans on the para for them. But still, the guy at a tender age still do a lot for Arsenal. That's our midfield. Fabregas said do things so like, and after everything, Fabregas still calls Arsenal his home. Nobody like Van Persie don't jago Manchester United. Forget saying we don't play for back, play for Chelsea. Still calls Arsenal his home. So I believe this is just a nomination. In fact, today Ashley Cole was inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. Like for you to be inducted into that Hall of Fame, it means you did so much for the Premier League for you to be given that kind of honor. So well, and I believe this is just maybe a nomination because they did nominate them, come vote. So probably all things being equal, I wish them all the best of luck. May them induct them into that Premier League Hall of Fame. I will be very, very happy. Now, Sergio Aguero, how come as I talk about the upcoming match where Manchester City and Arsenal will play. So Aguero day of the opinion say Manchester City and Arsenal game is going to be the top encounter of the season. No doubt. Somebody doubts that one. So for him, saying they see Manchester City winning the match, but the match, go day easy like that for Manchester City. And apart from that, this match is not going to be a title decider. Like say maybe anybody will win and don't win the league. So no. So there are so many other games we will actually play a part in deciding how the winner will come out. Because everybody still gets some kind of tough games along the line for the title race. So Aguero saying Manchester City will win the title league, or Manchester City will win the match against Arsenal. It don't come to me as a surprise because everly bias will do all these things. You cannot see Ian Wright now come outside and say in the Man City beating Arsenal, or maybe Paul Merson coming outside to say in the Man City beating Arsenal, or maybe Henry coming outside. So everybody get their own bias. Most times, all these so-called pundits, they still get people where they get soft spots for. They know they be entirely objective in the way they make their own analysis. Most times, their analysis are not balanced. So, more just take and say Aguero gets Manchester City blood for that reason. As a fan, he go want make them winner. So, no leave am for them. But I like the fact say instead think and say I believe so. What you make a talk say if say this match no be like a decider now. In case Arsenal go beat Man City, it's not the end of the road. Yet, so many games for front, so if it still cause a stumbling block. All right, so the coach of Lazio, Igor Tudor. So, Babana Komasakon is saying they're interested in signing Nuno Tavares for Lazio. And for those who don't remember, Tavares, they play on loan from Arsenal to Nottingham Forest, plays for Nottingham Forest at the moment. Now, Igor Tudor was the coach of Marseille, where Inter Marseille made a help and bring Nuno Tavares over there on loan. So, in like the player don't play for him before, so he still thinks the player can still come and join him in Italy. And why did they talk all this in that? Because they don't look the future. Since Tavares is going to be like surplus to requirements at Arsenal. All things being equal, at the summer, once Arteta buy some fullback, so he won't buy. People like Tavares, people like Lokonga, despite how good they've been playing this season for their own loan clubs, all those kind of people, I don't think they have a future at Arsenal. I'm sorry to say. I don't think all those kind of people get future. Because we Arteta did very, very ruthless. See all those kind of people. I don't think they have any future. But more just the watch and Arteta get the final say, no be my hand today. Now ahead of the match where France won't play for this friendly match, so the press when they ask the Deschamps say why you say you know they play Saliba for in first 11, and Saliba they perform very well for Arsenal this season. So the Deschamps come make some kind nonsensical statements, which for me, I think he doesn't have enough emotional intelligence to know how to respond to the media, because the media put him for a hot seat. He can't dey criticize Saliba, can't dey blast Saliba. So when I read the reports from the Metro, I felt somehow offended, but it is what it is. Now the guy can try to justify why they play Saliba. So he can talk say yes, Saliba is having a good season at Arsenal. They have played the 28 matches for Arsenal this season. You know, get injured, but since Saliba they do some things wey he no like. That's what he said, because I read the report. It was on quotes. He actually said those words. Now, where I can't get some annoyance now, how do you put out such a statement? You are the coach of the player. You say the player say even they play for France, say they get a good game. How you go get a good game? You are sometimes we pair him with Tavares, sometimes we pair him with some not so good players. Why can't you pair the likes of maybe Ibrahim Konate and maybe Saliba, or pair Saliba with Dayo Upamecano? But you go to pair Saliba with some kind shit back, and you pair Saliba with some kind of people say you're not good enough. This same France, when the last match now, it was I think Pavard and Upamecano now play, then chop am, they lose. You get, I think Germany beat them 2-0. Saliba was an unused substitute in the bench, but that's not even my annoyance. My annoyance is the fact that you are saying the player is doing some things you don't like. Now the pressed men that were there, they could not do follow-up questions to ask, what are the things this young man is doing on the field of play that you don't like? Just let the thing just escape like that, go unquestioned, unchallenged. It didn't pay me, but it is what it is. I'm not like make coach you're supposed to protect player, they throw the player under the bus just because the journalists are telling you that this player performs for Arsenal week in, week out, like it's one of the best in the EPL, yet he cannot start in the French league. Can you explain why? Can they talk about, well, it is what it is. Shama just free the matter. All right, on to another news. So the Metro also, okay, this one about the Ousmane Diomande. I think I've already spoken about that one. All right, so Graham Souness. So Graham Souness will be one of the pundits out there. So instead of coming to talk say for the match, Manchester City go play against Arsenal. Say him they see a Manchester City win. And let me be frank. You see, majority of the pundits, like 90% of the pundits, we will talk about this Manchester City match and Arsenal match. They are all rooting for a Manchester City win. Majority of them are saying Manchester City go win. Nobody say they don't know say Arsenal good though, but because of the antecedents, because of the thing wey Man City don do in the past, and because of their formidable home record, which is like a fortress, they hardly lose. So when you look at all these things holistically, they go talk say Man City go win. People keep forgetting that we've played Man City twice this season and we've beaten them. We played in the Community Shield, which was a neutral ground. We beat them. We played them at the Emirates Stadium. We beat them. Cast your mind back to when we went to the Anfield. Anfield is saying that one of the formidable grounds out there. We went there, we could not lose. We went there, we drew. You get, so that kind of mindset, that kind of spirit. Because look at life for you. When we go play for the Etihad, many people will expect us to lose. We will be the underdogs. Man City will be the favorites. But we'll just wait. We'll see how the match could be. Should be like this Sunday. It starts Sunday now. We'll see how everything will unfold on that day. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night is the fact that the Metro, who are one of our monitoring spirits, they let us know say Arsenal, they in talks with Ousmane Diomande and Sporting Lisbon to sign the player over a summer move. Now, like I said earlier, to make it more interesting, Chelsea don't already contact Sporting Lisbon and Ousmane Diomande, so they're interested in signing the player. They're willing to pay £60 million, which is about 54.1 million, 60 million euros, which is about 54.1 million pounds. So Arsenal, they let them know say that same fee that Chelsea want to pay, we will match Chelsea. We will match them for that fee. Now, when you read the reports, calm down. So the reports when they let us know say there might be a bidding war, but honestly, personally, for me, I feel the player, if he wants to play regularly, he's going to join Chelsea, because Chelsea never get first 11. Chelsea are still in that experimentation phase. all those Thiago Silva, those ones they don't old. They look for young blood because they build a young team. Arsenal, on the other hand, we have a structure already. Our first choice centre back partnership is William Saliba and Gabriel. It will take a lot. It will take something miraculous for somebody to break that pair. So even if Ousmane Diomande is joining us, he's going to be on the sidelines. So these are some of the things we players they check. The thing don't say Arsenal project is the best project, but for the fact that if he joins the Arsenal project, he may not play. For that reason, people join the not so good project that allows him to play regularly. So making them understand all these distinctions. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So till I come your way tomorrow morning as usual, I get about 6 tuning in and good night. All right, guys. Bye.